Gonzaga back out in front. And now we've got a timeout by Davidson.
Well, just like I said, Gonzaga got stuck for about 3 minutes on 28. Now Davidson stuck on 35 for about 3 minutes. So Gonzaga imposing their will defensively and then hustling after shots like this. Grant misses. Nice look by GJ to get him Grant the ball, but there's Elias cleaning up. I love that kind of guy. I love the garbage man. Those are the best points ever.
He reminds you of Larry Nance at all?
He's got a little
Nance
bit,
was a bit taller, I know, but
he shot a lot of jumpers. You know,
and Nance could square and take a guy.
He could square, and he actually always brought his guy out, so he could get that face up and then put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. So, yeah, there's some similarities in there. Yeah.
And I know Nance was a high flyer. Didn't he win the dunk tournament one year?
The
NBA
first
All-Star
dunk contest
weekend?
that actually the ABA had it all those years with Dr. J, and then they finally got one in, well, David Thompson won all those ABA dunk contests too. Finally, the NBA puts it into their All-Star game, and Larry Nance beats Dr. J with I think he stuffed 2 balls at once.
Of course, you played with Larry Nance back in your days with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Great guy. You don't meet very many guys that you just truly like and stay in touch with the rest of your life, and that's I do with Larry. Now, it's kind of like what you talked about with the guys in the decade of excellence.
Foul inside.
You know, the camaraderie you built with your teammates. You could tell on everybody that you talked to in that DVD from Gonzaga.
So Ben Allison will shoot free throws. And Davidson now has not scored in 3 minutes. Well, Gonzaga went on their 9-0 run. 7 of those points from the free throw line.
Now, it's funny, if you can just weather some of those storms and get into those 13, 14-0 runs, if you just got a 7-0, 8-0 run, you know, that's what basketball is. It's just a game of runs put together.
Allison left it short. He's a sophomore out of West Sussex, England.
Probably came here looking for some rain. Probably rains a lot, doesn't it? Thinking, well, I'm going to Seattle, but actually it's been 2 gorgeous days here that I've been here.
Just a bit chilly, I guess, for Seattle weather.
Yeah.
Another foul here on Davidson.
And speaking of that, Davidson's from Charlotte, right? North Carolina.
20 miles.
Flew out here and got here, what, at 9:30 last night? I mean, that's a long trip for these young men, and then didn't shoot around this morning because the game's a 4 o'clock start, but came over to shoot around. You know, they brought the team over.
And then so they're on the red eye out of here tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's finals week.
It's finals. You got to get
back. For both programs, finals week. So Gonzaga's lead now 3. And, of course, this has been a half of the typical runs in college basketball. Davidson had that great run around the 10-minute mark. 13-0 run, if I remember right. Now Gonzaga's on their run. And they've regained the lead.
And they've made most of that run from the free throw line. Only one shot that cleanup by Elias, putting it back.
That's 7 turnovers now by Davidson. We've got a 4-point game in Seattle. We'll be right back.
Today through this Sunday, it's super-sized bargains on Serta's best-selling mattress sets.
Leading scorer in Gonzaga basketball history. And now he's a U.S. District Court judge over here in Seattle. But it's always great to see Frank. And he played at a time and led the nation in scoring.
Yeah.
When he was at Gonzaga at a much different time than we enjoy today.
There was no shot clock, but, you know, 36 points almost all the time from that man in his games. That's impressive. Now, you think that his other teammates couldn't shoot? No, he was on some pretty good teams. They were pretty well coached.
39-35 our score. There's a deflection. Turnover. And Villarino took it right back for GU. Bull Kong. Harris into the middle. Attack. And a chance for 3. Harris having a big first half for Gonzaga. 14 points, 1 rebound, 5 of 5 shooting. Actually 6 of 6 now.
Again, doing a nice job putting the ball on the floor and going in at the defense. Gonzaga's made 9 straight free throws, 10 now, since we talked about them not knocking them down.
Well, that'll help the percentage.
Yeah, that makes them 15 for 22.
McKillop working on Goodson. And now Kong switch. Allison, McKillop. They're way out on McKillop now. Either.
Yeah, and a bigger player. I know Kong got switched out on him, but not a bad switch.
Cochran into the middle. Hangs in the paint, no good. Tipped around. G.J. Villareno, and this guy can fly. McKillop back with them. They won't go. Rebound number 35, Dan Nelms. And McKillop now with it for the Wildcats. Cochran thought about the 3 in transition. Allison calling for it inside for Davidson. Davidson can put some big guys out there. Nelms is 6'10". Allison is 6'9". He looks bigger than that. 6 on the shot clock. Now 2. McKillop. Barr didn't get it off. It went in. They're not going to count that, are they?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was great defense by the Bulldogs.
Because there wasn't even close to getting it off in time.
No, I think McKillop saw the shot clock, but it was great defense. The screen came over, and he slipped too quick, and the defensive guys stopped on McKillop, and he had to give the ball up, and when he did, it was too late for Barr to hit the shot.
Harris posting up. That's too far out. He turns and goes. Got it out to Kong. The 3 is good. Tell you, Bull Kong has been deadly from outside. 8 of 13 coming into this game. Allison at the other end. He answers for Davidson.
That gets them off of their snide. It's been a while since they've had a basket.
And a personal foul on McKillop.
But go back to driving hard. Okay, here's the shot that we said was no good. Does the red light?
Yeah, it's at 0.
You got better eyes than me. I couldn't see it.
You take another look at it. You see the shot clock up in the top right hand of the
Where's the red
screen.
lights?
It must not be working. It did not work on the backboard.
That's the
You're talking about the lights
key.
on the backboard?
Yeah, on the backboard.
No,
it
you
should
had
have shined up, lit up.
Had to look at the clock. And actually, from our vantage point, when he took the shot right in front of us, it was an easy glance.
It looked
at
like
the
it's
clock.
still in his hands, yeah.
9-point Gonzaga lead. J.P. Coleman, number 5, with it. And now he goes deep to Cohen, who got great position on Harris and finished. All that work was done prior to the basketball arriving.
Yes, he walked Harris into the paint and then locked and sit.
Kong, short on that shot. Under a minute 20 now to play in the first half. It'll be important for both teams, I think, to finish this half strong, reflected by Villareno. Because even though Gonzaga now with a 7-point lead, Craig, this has been a game of momentum swings. There isn't really a dominant feel by either team in this game yet.
No, I meant that both teams had their lapses where they let the other team dominate on the offense, not playing hardly any defense. And right now, the Zags on their little offensive run have looked impressive. That's a
Great slip there. Cohen with the finish. Archambault with the assist.
That's a good fill. Cohen just felt Bowl leave him and get ready to jump on the dribbler. And when he did, he slipped right to the rim.
And the turnover. 5-point game. And Davidson with the opportunity to chisel away even more. Coleman bangs in the 3 from the corner.
Just like you said, who can sustain?
We've got a 2-point game.
It just is getting more exciting each time down. It looks like that it's going to be a game of runs the rest of the way.
With 34.8 to play in the first half.
Good look by Cochran to get the ball up to a wide open Coleman.
That's what's happening here, though, Craig. It seems like a lot of offense is coming the last few positions as they go in.
Yeah.
And Davidson on a 7-0 run now in the last minute and a second.
Isn't that something?
And these runs haven't been like 14-3. They've been 9-0, 7-0,